Welcome, welcome to another training session with Retex. Today we'll be learning how to draft your basic sleeve, okay? Basic fitted sleeve. So the measurements we'll be using is the sleeve length, which is 10 inches here. Then the round sleeve, which is the same thing as handband, is 12 at the arm, and then the lower part, which is around the elbow, is 10. Okay, so if you are cutting the sleeve, the first calculation you do is to determine the cap. The cap is the part that sits on the shoulder for the sleeve. So whatever the person's bust measurement is, whoever you are sewing for, the bust measurement, you divide it by 12, add 1 inch or 1.5. So if the bust measurement is 33, you divide it by 12. Okay, so whatever you have, you add 1 inch plus 1 or 1.5, or I like working with 1. So 33 by 12 is 2.75, and then adding 1 to it is 3.75. So that will give us the cap of the sleeve. Okay, now that we have the calculation of what we need, so you go to the paper. I like removing 1 inch. I don't like drafting from the edge in case it is not even. Okay, so you have the paper. Then from here, we will now take the horizontal like this. You take the person's round sleeve, the upper part of the round sleeve, divided by 2 plus 1 inch is 1 inch is. Remember, in pattern drafting, you don't add sewing allowance. You only add sewing allowance in freehand. So when you want to transfer the pattern, that is when you add the sewing allowance. Okay, so the upper part of the sleeve now is 12. So we have 12 divided by 2 give us 6, and then we add your 1 inch is to it, so which is making it 7. From here, I'm going to take 7, and then I will take 7, and then I will take 7. So this is the other edge of the sleeve I'll be working with. Okay, and then down here, let me just work with this. From up here, the sleeve length is 10 inches. So I'll take 10 inches from here. 1 inch is as well. So this is 10. I'll mark 10. And some people start from the beginning of the paper. It doesn't change anything. It's still the same. Okay, so bring this down. I'll bring this down. So now to this cap that we calculated earlier, that we got 3.75, I am going to place my tape here and measure that 3.75, which is the cap of the sleeve. And then, okay, so this is it, the cap. And then use my ruler to draw a straight line from this edge to that edge. Okay, like so. Then after that, I will measure from edge to this edge. This is giving me 8 inches. So I'm going to take exactly at the center, which is 4 inches. Then from this 4 inches, I will go up by 1 inch. I will go down by 1 inch. So it means from this center here to here is 1 inch. Here to here is 1 inch. Okay, then after that, on that 1 inch horizontal, now I will go vertical up, ½ inch up, and then beside it I will go ½ inch below. Okay, to get the cap. All right, then after that, I'll place this to get my curve. I'll place this to the point that you see I'm able to get a curve aligning with this. So I will draw it from here to this place, and then change the direction of my curve. You can see it. Draw this in such a way that I'm able to draw from this center down to this place, okay, and then place my curve in a way that I can move from here all the way, down like this, like so. So you see, I come like this and then change the direction and then come like so, okay, down to this. I have to do it again so that it will be sharp, okay. So with this you are able to get the cap. But another way you can do that if you are a freehand tailor is that you measure from here to here about 1 inch blunt, and then from here to here, it's just because of this cup, normally from here to here another 1 inch, so the cup is fairly straight here, and then you join this arc to this arc, like draw an arc from here down to this place, the middle, and then from this middle you curve your arc down here. So that is how, if I'm to demonstrate it, I will repeat it up here as if this is the arc, and then I'll take my 3.75, draw this line here, take the half of the two of them, which is 4. Remember to take your 1 inch up, 1 inch below. Here you come down by ½ inch vertical, ½ inch vertical, okay. So you have to draw from here. This is only applicable if you are not making use of any material, up here, and then 1 inch by the side. You can use 1.5, it all depends on here, especially you can use 1.5, but anyhow it is, ensure that your arc hits here, intersect with this, and come here. So from there now, this place is going to be fairly straight, so I will start from here. Ensure I join the arc to here, bring it down to this middle, then from this middle I change the direction of my arc this way, and then coming here I come straight. You see, it's still the same thing that the freehand and this is able to give me. So that is the best way to achieve your basic sleeve. Now after you get this arc, you now come and impute the horizontal measurement. Remember, the round sleeve is already 12 inches, which is this 12, divide by 2, we are going to get 6. So I added, some people use ½ inch ease, so if you want to do ½ inch ease, you can do this, or 1 inch ease. I prefer the 1 inch ease, okay. And then you measure from this edge to the end, which is about 10, the sleeve length, which is 10. So at the sleeve length you take the lower measurement, okay. So in this case it's 10 inches, which is the same thing, divide by 2 will give us what? 5. So from here to here, you can use your hand to join them. See what I'm doing? If you are a freehand tailor, you just join, or you place your curve, not the bigger part, the strong high part of the curve now. So you place your curve and then join. So that is how you achieve your basic, how to achieve the basic sleeve. So if we are going to detach this, this is what we have. I'm just going to cut like so, and then follow the arc here, and then down to the arc here, and then I cut here out. Sometimes I don't cut this. If I'm doing industrial job, I don't cut this, I leave that part so that I can fold it. So this is the sleeve curve, okay. So you can still follow the same way and draw your curve if you want to use freehand, okay. So basically that is how to achieve your fitted sleeve. This can now be used to alter your other patterns.